Can get you knocked in the field, bitch. Nigga, fuck how you feeling. I'm trying to stack this dough, high as the ceiling. Yeah, we be drilling. If it's about my dough, I'ma pop that melon. Damn, I can't stand you suckers. I wish I could burn up you fake motherfuckers. No hoe trusters, stay away from busters. That nigga a gangster, but chase that bitch like a sucker. Yeah, I guess mine. Since niggas had pages on they waistline. And you can check the resume, nigga, about mine. And it's gonna come back A1 every time. Yeah, them suckers always talking that shit.
And she brings water. What up? What up? You guys remember that song? Oh, I remember interrupting something. That Age of Aquarius.
Oh, that's me.
We're at the dawning of the age of Aquarius. We're literally. You don't know it?
No.
We'll have to play it sometime. Maybe not right now. Maybe I'll find it, but no, I don't want to do any copyright just for you know. But this is, if people are wondering, this is Lo-Fi Girl, just live mix on YouTube, and that'll get us out of copyright, and I'll make sure I put it in the description.
Once you put it, we're good.
We appreciate all the musicians that do music for us.
No, we appreciate love. Okay.
Yeah. Did you talk about the title today? Did you guys talk about the title? I feel like I came in all like, today is a cuddle session. We all checked each other's temperatures and we make sure nobody's sick. And as we pass it, we're doing that whole like the finger thing where your lips don't tag, you know, it's kind of like your fingers are your own personal filter. What's up? So, what's today's episode?
What we're talking about?
Well, I mean, we can start talking about.
It was about
the thieves.
Thieves. That's what we want to talk about.
Yeah. Like how
bless you,
there's really no consequences for people who run into the store and steal shit and leave. You know, so yeah, I think it makes it hard for the security. Had an encounter.
No, I think it's hard for the owners too.
Well, the owners,
you know?
the people who own the actual business. I mean, it happened to us a couple of times too, just with people trying to get in and break into the cars, like customers' cars.
Lock your doors, you guys.
No, that literally, right?
Yeah,
car was parked in the front.
Yeah.
And went up front, saw the guy going through the car. He's like, what? It's a homeless guy. So we grabbed him. It was like 3 of us. We grabbed them, called the police. 911. They didn't let him go, we can't do nothing. You know what I mean?
And it's a customer's car, so what do you mean? But if I kick his ass, I'm going to go to jail.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of like injustice for business owners. We need to do better.
I feel like it's a whole matter of like playing the offense. Being a business owner myself, you know, shout out to their second location. Is this your third location?
No, second.
No, second.
So second, shout out, grand opening. We're probably going to do a great grand opening.
Yeah.
Like a video,
Yeah, why not? You know, we do everything to hype each other up, you know. Vanessa got her credentials as a minister, so she's already starting to marry people, y'all. If you guys want to be blessed and married by somebody super cool and that just wishes nothing but like harmony, she's such a sweetheart, guys. You should see like the love in her eyes in person. You know, so let her marry you, or you know, I mean, she's multifaceted. You know what I mean? So many products that she gets into, and I'm proud of her. And you know, we've got the entrepreneur du jour right here, because without him, the automotive business would probably not even be in existence. And how many people is he helping? Are we helping you in general in the community? So we're so blessed. And this gentleman right here, you know, he does what he do, and he does he want to help us pop his own collar? Maybe. Do you need him for something?
Yeah,
you know?
just let us know, man, because you know,
multifaceted.
Yes.
We all have different things and heal people in different ways.
Yeah, we do all kinds of stuff, man, because you know.
I'm a healer.
You do,
But I do all kinds of shit.
Yeah, she heals and everything, man.
She
so
makes the healing stone.
Yes,
Top massagers.
I think we're
California.
I'm one of the world's leading top massage therapists. I'm like, I'm a master at this, y'all. I've surpassed 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
You know?
She is.
Yeah. But it's a blessing because, God, I could have lost my arms like years ago. I could have, you know what I mean? Think of some, you know, I don't want to think of the worst that could have happened, but the best happened.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, this is blessings, y'all. Count your blessings. And though we're talking about thieves, don't like. I believe that thieves are incredibly smart, but I feel like they're looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah, they're using
They're
the wrong.
misguided.
Yeah.
They're
Using the wrong way. You know what I'm
they're
saying?
talented.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, even as kids, and so I know certain times we've stole, and I have, but I mean, as you get older and become an adult, and sometimes you have the funds to buy that shit. So it's like, why you still doing it? You know what I mean?
Right.
And you feel good too, like
True.
knowing that you buy something,
Right.
whether it's a product or something, whatever the case may be, whatever you buy, you feel good knowing that you're supporting somebody else's dream,
Yeah.
like in their business and owning that business, so especially if you're supporting a small business, you feel good. Yeah, you spent mad money in there or whatever, but
You're gonna
feel
spend
good.
mad money anyways.
Yeah. You feel good walking out of somewhere that someone's working hard to establish.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it's probably like it's something that's blocking. You see what we're talking about? Like, yeah, you like to support other people.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I
Small
think
business.
I think with the thieves, I think they're not thinking straight, right? Something's blocking. What's the word? They're some.
Their way of thinking.
Yeah, man. So you know
It
what I mean?
could
Like,
be too, just like their circumstances and how they were raised or brought up too. Sometimes you hold a lot of anger, and anger builds up in people, and they do stupid shit.
Yeah.
They even know it's wrong, but they continue to do it because they want to make somebody else feel
I mean,
their kind of like feeling.
but,
Yeah.
but if you think about it too, like circumstances though, like changes people. It's all about circumstance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you're caught up in.
Yeah.
Sometimes a survival thing too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like two sides to see it, really.
It's true. You're so right.
Because, like, someone goes to jail, they get hit with a felony. When they get back out, they can't get nothing. They ain't get a job. You know what I'm
Just mess up
saying?
your chances.
So they try to survive, but unfortunately, that's what they do.
And a lot of times they're looked down on. So there's so many people are like, oh, you went to jail or you went to prison or you're no good,
That's not true.
instead of trying to give them a chance to rehab themselves
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
make it better
Exactly.
for them. Because a lot of times, I'm not saying that everybody comes out and wants to be,
Nelson
better.
Mandela.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you do have those people that come out and they really genuinely want to do better. And I think us as people, we give them a chance until they prove you wrong, right?
Right.
And once they prove you wrong, then you can be like, oh no, I did my part. You fucked up already. I'm done.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I
true.
mean? But just to
Or shun them.
shun them out because,
Yeah, like-
oh my God,
Yeah.
unless you're fucking a child pedophile or whatever, then I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna see you different. So
You get your ass beat.
yeah,
There's some things, you don't want to be labeled. Don't go there. Don't cross those lines.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. So I mean, in general, I think everybody deserves a second chance. I think you should give them a second chance. But with me, like, it just depends on what you do, like how it affects me. Do I want it to affect me again in that way? No. So I'm just done with the situation. But I think when you're talking about people that want to be rehabilitated, I think depending on their situation and the steps that they're taking to make that progress, I think they deserve a chance.
It's true. Those true people that I feel like this. I think I made this comment the other day. Like, if you put criminals to work, like what I mean is everybody that's in jail, criminalized by their crimes. Like, they're imprisoned. You know what I mean? What they're doing, extracting precious time from your life. It's so valuable that when you commit a crime, they want your fucking time. That's how valuable your fucking time is. But the point is, you know what I mean? Why feed the system? Why feed the system? And I know a lot of them have phones and they watch and you know what I mean? Whatever. Bless you, richly bless you. I hope that you start using your intelligence, your divine intelligence for something beautiful. You know what I mean? What I was saying is, if they made them all work, there'd be less people lining up to go to jail. There would be no one in jail, maybe at all. I think they just go there to sit on their butt. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been to jail, and when I've gone, you know, you just either sit on your ass and cry like me, but I also did I was like, you know what, I'm not just gonna do this. I'm gonna do the sit-ups. I'm gonna do this. You know, I started doing little things. I would write. You know what I mean? Like I tore the backs of books off, and I would write. You know, I know, guys. It's embarrassing. I never wanted to be in jail, but unfortunately, my wrong actions got me there, and I paid for it.
Yes,
and my biggest redemption is never repeating a crime again.
And that's what people need to understand, though. Like, okay, you did it, but then when you keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and you're in there and you're not doing any better. That's why you're looked at the way you're looked at. And a lot of these people will be like, oh, well, I don't give a fuck how people look at me. You know, yes you do. Yes you do. You know, that's just the whole front. I don't care how anybody sees me or whatever, but inside you care. You want somebody to see you like they see everybody else, but it's not going to happen because you fucked up so many times. It's just like Irma saying, she learned her lesson, she paid her time, and she moved on, and she made it better for herself.
Yeah.
You know, so I think everybody is equally has that opportunity to do better for themselves. But when you're continuing to do the same shit over and over, and you're not doing better, and you're stressing your family out, and your family is wondering why you won't get your shit together, you deserve everything that you're bringing to yourself. Just like when you succeed, you deserve everything that comes to you.
Yeah, so it's so true. You deserve a successful life. You know what I mean? And it's funny because instead of the life that they wanna incarcerate you, because guess what, guys? Freedom feels delicious. Every day I get to get up and I do something different if I want before going to work and servicing my community. I don't forget that there's people that need my help. No matter if I'm a fucking janitor that day, I get up and I'm like, thank you, Lord, because I have hands and feet and I get to go help this business prosper and boom, 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 and whatever. I just look at it that way, you know, and then sometimes people try to kill you with their cars. Dude, driving is so important. We're people in there too. It's not just cars, you know? So just watch your surroundings, watch your shit.
No, it's so true, and we have kids who drive, you know? So, when you think about just someone being on the road who just being, how would you say it? Careless, you know what I mean? And it's not just our life that you're affecting. You may take away our life, but then it affects our families, our children's. But then our children who are driving, you're affecting how we could possibly lose them, or they could be injured for the rest of their life, and now we have to live with that. So people need to realize that you can be an asshole on the road all you want. Go kill yourself. You know what I mean?
Don't go kill yourself.
No,
you know,
seriously,
but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
rather you go fucking take your own lights out than a whole family.
Yeah.
You know? And
put somebody through all that sadness.
Yeah, because of your actions.
Because of your actions.
Right.
You know? That's like the lady who ran over that little girl on Panama. The one that was saying that she was taking prescription drugs and she wasn't under the influence or whatever. And then she was crying in jail. She was crying because she was like, oh, she wasn't even supposed to be driving. First of all, she didn't have no license to be driving, but then she was under the influence.
Yeah.
But that's just exactly what I'm talking about. She deserves what she got or what she's getting. Every bit of it. That child was innocent on the street, just walking, and here your dumbass comes driving under the influence and runs her over, and her life is just gone, taken away, and now her family has to live without knowing what she could have become.
And him, the little boy too.
And him, yeah.
You know, the little brother was just picking up. No, the older brother went to. I don't know if you guys heard about the story, but in our town, you know, there was this lady, and she described it perfectly. But the lady took prescription drugs. All this simultaneously, right? Remember, because as our life happens, as your life happens, there, Joe Schmo and La Frida Tita, and then the rest of the fucking world is world and personal journeys is happening. Exactly, we're all moving at the same. Exactly, we don't just stop moving.
Right.
You know, when you exit the scene, we keep on going. We have our lives.
Right.
And anyway, so she decides to take her prescription drugs too soon. Like she should have waited till she got home. They could have, should have, could have, would have, right? But the point is that she decided to drive. I think she was already under the influence of something, and then she took her prescription pills, which is more influence. She went over the center divider, and she hit two children's. One was a little brother, was the older brother picking up the little sister from school.
And it was right before the holidays, I think, too.
Yeah.
Like, which was messed up. Like, it's just crazy. And then,
She's a thief of life.
yes.
That's a fucking thief of
yes,
life.
Yes. That's so true. And, you know, people might say, like, why do you care so much? You didn't know her or whatever. I don't have to know her. And I don't have to know her family. But what I do know is that I'm a mother myself.
Yeah.
And that I would never want to feel like that.
Yeah.
And knowing that someone carelessly took my child's life because just because of your actions. That's something, honestly, like I say now, but like I don't think I could ever forgive anybody if they
No
did.
kidding.
No, like
I would never
real,
forgive.
like real facts. Like
Come
that's
at
just like I could never forgive anybody. So
Yeah.
if somebody did that to me, I mean, everybody is different. You know, a lot of people believe in, they have different beliefs, and they say, oh, forgiveness is the way you heal or whatever. But for me, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
I want to see you suffer, and I will make sure.
Vanessa too
That you're
gangster.
suffering.
Vanessa
I will
too
make
gangster. That's the
sure-
name of this episode. Vanessa too gangster.
I will make sure that I live the rest of my life
I ain't
if
gonna
you
lie.
did something like that to me.
I would try though. I would try to forgive him. Try. But it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's always that.
Yeah, man, it will be hard. To
Like,
forgive someone like, you know what I mean?
I feel like
Yeah.
I forgive him on a basic ass journey. Like
Yeah.
like I forgive you as a person, like I've made mistakes. So I forgive you as a person having made mistakes before, but fuck you, because
Your apologies don't
No.
mean nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like
don't do
literally,
something.
it's not gonna bring back
two
that
lives,
life.
man.
You
Yeah,
know
Two
what I mean?
lives, man.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
so your sorries and if I could take it back don't mean shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of
Your
that
tears,
means nothing. All your
what are they gonna
tears
do?
that you cry,
Yeah.
that
Can't
means
bring 'em back.
that means nothing.
Yeah.
and we're sorry
Yeah.
that you had to pick such shitty actions.
Right.
Yeah.
That now we're in this world. Now we're gonna be, a lot of us are gonna be thrust into some sort of, you know, and they're in the, you know what I mean. And sometimes we have the perfect friendships. They're in the automotive department where, you know what I mean. We need more safety cars. We don't just need a faster vehicle. We need just in casey cars.
Yeah.
If a cycle like this decides to go, you know, have those kids not been there, she probably would have just ran into a pole and killed herself by herself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For her.
We wish that would have happened. Sorry, we
Yeah.
don't wish death on nobody, but hey, I'll gladly.
That would be better.
It would
Trust
have
me.
been better. It would have been a better outcome. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's life, but
Yeah.
still, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I
she
said,
still has
Vanessa
a
is
life,
gangster.
but
Yeah.
she still has a
She
life.
never lied, man.
It was a life.
Yeah,
You know
may
what I mean?
Christ forgive her because I can't.
But her
Yeah.
God
actions
forgive.
Bro.
would have
Yeah.
taken
God.
her own life, and that was okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's just this really hits home to me because we have a daughter that's like that boy who got hit by the drunk driver on White Lane, and he died. You know, he's 19. We have a daughter that age. Like, so for me, it's like, bro, like they have fucking Uber and Lyft and friends and family or whoever you want to call. And
Yeah.
my thing is that people always say, well, what if it was you in that position? If it was me, then I deserve every fucking thing that's coming to me.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I mean, yeah.
That's how I feel.
That's responsibility right
Yeah.
there.
That's how I feel. If I fucked up, I'm not gonna sit there and cry. I'm gonna be fucking mad at myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna have to live with the fact that I took someone else's child. That's how I feel. Some people don't see it that way. Oh no, it was them, or it was this, or it was that. Fuck your excuses. there's no excuses for your dumbass actions that you make getting behind the wheel and taking someone's life.
Yeah. Consider the car like a bullet, a giant bullet that you're sitting in, you know? Be smart about the actions that you take when you're behind the wheel. And if you got a crazy driver, I would get out of the car. I've gotten out of the car so many times because people are like driving like maniacs. And I'm like, whoa, this is my stop actually. You know, this is actually my stop right here.
But that, like, literally, that's what you should be doing. If you're, like, even if you're in the car and you're not driving, and if you don't say something to a driver, like, hey, bro, I don't like the way you're driving, can you chill? Or, you know, whatever. Or get the fuck out of the car. It's that simple. You know
Wait till
what?
it stops.
You know what I mean? Don't just roll out. But I'm just saying, like, you know what? All right, cool. That's how you drive. But I'm going to get out right here. I'm going to chill.
Yeah, I think it's an ego thing, though, because sometimes people get in a ride, they don't want to say nothing. You know?
Yeah.
Just think whatever
Fuck
is
no.
happening.
I want to live, so.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it home.
I want to live, so I'm going to tell you something. If you're driving fucking crazy or if you're drunk or whatever, do that shit by yourself. You know what I mean? Hope you make it where you're going to make it, but I won't be there.
Yeah.
I just want, I would take that responsibility and put it on myself, like, as a person. You know what I mean? So.
It is a responsibility for yourself, and you want to make sure that you don't wake up having had taken a couple lives and you don't even remember. You know, you guys remember when we went to school together. Mm-hmm. Andre was in another side of the world, going to his own school with his own chums.
He was with us in spirit.
He was yes, always. But you know, when we were in school, right when we graduated, I don't know if you remember, and this is a big problem too. This is more than DUIs. Sleepiness causes more deaths on the road. Make sure if you're sleepy, just pull over, take a huge nap, and then get back on the road. But there was this dude, this kid. He would have been our age right now, and rest in power. And I hope he's out there speaking to the hearts of the people that handle the car industry, because we really need to revolutionize it, you know, including the people that are sleepy. And what happened is that they went on a trip, his sister was sleepy, didn't pull over to take a nap. This is the reports. And all in the van lost their lives, including our friend that never ended up graduating that year. He almost graduated with us, almost.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. When I saw it in the paper, it was just like, I think that was the first time that I ever, like, really just felt like, wow, your life can just really be taken like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't think that when you're young, but when you see it happen to someone that you know, it kind of just hits you a little bit harder, like, dang, you know? Yeah. Like, he didn't even make it to graduation, and we did.
You were close to him, huh? Because you did cheerleading.
Yeah, he was in drama, too, so, like, I had him in drama class.
See? Yeah. Some of us were closer than him. I only knew him because he went to our school, you know. But he had a beautiful smile, and gosh, if he were our age, he would have been even more handsome today, you know. But that's not the point.
Who knows what he could have become. He was super funny, and everybody loved him, and, like, you know, it's like we're talking about, like, life is precious, and I think everybody just needs to take the initiative to have respect for other people's lives. You know what I mean? You know? And if you see someone's life in danger, like, even if you don't want to, like, interfere because you want to protect your own life, I respect that. But
call the police.
You know, at least do something.
At least call the police.
Do something.
Yeah.
Because I'm not one of those type of people that, like, oh my God, you saw that girl getting beat up, and then you just walk away.
Yeah, don't try to just record it.
Yeah,
and
then
just do something about it.
And then somebody says, oh, well, why didn't you do anything about it? Well, like, you can't tell that to anybody because you don't know what anybody else's circumstances are. You know what I mean? Oh, well, you didn't do anything. Well, at least my dumb ass wasn't standing there recording the issue. You know, I called the police or whatever the case may be. Everybody thinks we live in most, like, the times are just dangerous right now. I think media has made it aware to us more is why it's so much more dangerous, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, because, like, in the 60s, right? The same stuff may be happening, but we don't know. But now everybody have a cell phone, right? So anything happening, like in China, wherever it happens, everybody's seeing it. So it seems like, it seems like, I think that's always been happening, through time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, time ain't getting worse. Oh man, look at this, man. Back in the day, it wasn't like this. No, it's getting worse. I don't think it's like that.
It's always been shit.
Yeah, I don't think it's the media.
Yeah.
You can see it now, so that's why it seems like it's bad, but it's been like this. So
Yeah.
You know, to the racism shit
Yeah.
that's going on, it's been like
Yeah.
that.
we're just trying to make it better. You know what I mean?
We're all trying to make it better.
Yeah.
You know, we see
Yeah.
through like that. All that shit is a disease.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're seeing the last of it stomped out because we don't believe in that shit.
Yeah.
And if you do, you belong to the old earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a
Yeah.
customer of mine comes to the shop and he tells me he was brought up to be just white, like white is everything. You know what I mean? And then
But
after coming around, then they be like, you know what? I'm cool with everybody now. But
Yeah.
that's what it was. My mom and
But
dad.
it's not just white people, it's Hispanics too, it's...
No, it's everybody. But I'm just
There's
saying.
things in every
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah, I know. But I'm not saying it's one person. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's true.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, everybody needs to let that racist shit go. I was just telling Dre this the other day. I had watched a YouTube video of this white woman who adopted an African American baby who happened to be a girl.
Yeah.
And instead of congratulating her, oh, I hope, she has a great life, whatever, many blessings to you for what you did. Instead of doing that, there was pure comments on the video like, oh, you have no right to raise a black child. You don't know what to instill into a black child. Like, that kind of shit is so ignorant to say because this woman is giving this child a life that she probably wouldn't have had. Like, you know what I mean? And to say that because she's white, she can't raise a black child is so ignorant. Like, you know what I mean? The child needs love. It needs to be taught respect. It needs to be, like, loved on and cared for and all that stuff. So people were just saying, like, oh, she can't even cook and she can't even comb her hair. That's all shit you can learn.
It's
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like she's saying like I love children, but only white children.
Yes.
Because like, oh, you're not willing to even YouTube how to do a little black baby girl's hair. Like, you know what I mean? What's your problem?
But not even that. Like, so this little black baby doesn't deserve to have a good family. And even if that means the family
You're not
is
the good
white,
family.
even
Yeah.
if her family is white, so what?
But not them. I'm glad she said she showed her own ass.
Yeah, and she was like, it was just sad. It's just sad to see that. Like, like with anything, you have all these people adopting people from even like India and like all these places.
Oh, yeah.
But for somebody to say you can't raise this child because they're this race and you're not, like, you're just so fucking stupid.
She has a tiny brain, that lady.
Yes.
And no offense, because we love every being
Yes.
just rightfully the same, I love animals, I think, more than humans. I'm sorry, I'm like partial to animals, But you know what, guys? And this is the thing. I love how right before we started taping, I asked, what is the topic? And Thieves came up.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Vanessa, you said it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that's cool, because I'm gonna find a way to wrap that shit around this.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot, but it's a very small excerpt of a lecture that I was listening to this weekend. And, I like to spend my time good. Sometimes I watch dumb stuff, things that just make me laugh. Sometimes I watch lectures, so it makes sense to change it up in my life.
Right.
But if you don't mind, I want to share it real quick because it reminds us that we're not just thieves. And Greg and I were talking about this the other day, how in like places like Africa, instead of put you in jail, incarcerate you for stealing or for something, whatever criminal act you could do, the African people, when there's a crime, let's say there's a thief, they grab her or him and put them in the middle of a circle, and the whole village gets around them. So the whole village stands around this person and they sing back his soul song or her soul song back to them to remind them, like, yo, you're not here to be a thief. Yo, This is your community. You're here to impact and do well, and you're here to, whatever the ancestors did, know that you can just be like on their tiptoes and do better. You know what I mean? After all, we're inheriting this land. We're just inheritors, and we have to leave it. I have to make sure that this inheritance makes it to my children. You know what I mean? Oh, your children, my children, it's all the same shit. But we have to make sure that it's good for the children. They literally are our future. They're gonna be the grown-ups when we're the old. If we're lucky enough to be, seniors or older, whatever. But let me share this real quick. I don't know if somebody wants to read it. My handwriting is so weird, but
You got it.
yeah. And this is, I gotta give credit to him, Reverend Shakamusa Barashango. And he's like a African elder. And I might be only 3% black, but I'm proud. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm proud, and because I think they're lying to us, and browns, or we have a very similar history. And in this reference, let us help you with this reminder of what he said. Let your soul song be called back to you. Remember that you came to look at the light and not look at the darkness and see the turmoil you can cause. Everybody knows the turmoil you can cause if you look back in history and see that shit. But it's to enlighten and to look on the stars, and you're part of the stars, and anyways. He says it really beautiful. So he says, we have the potential to once again become the most powerful people on the earth. And he's talking about browns. Basically, he's talking about blacks. But, Africans or Kush or Kemet, whatever you want to say. We are yet fragmented and powerless. And yet, we are only still fragmented and powerless because we have not yet come to the internalization of the belief that we are to be the head and not the tail. Once we internalize it, as the Honorable Marcus Garvey said, or taught us, I just wrote down whatever, like what he said, and it was just beautiful. Once we get to know ourselves, know that it is in us a sovereign power and an authority that is absolute. He said it would only take 24 hours, and we'd be back in control of things again. So it's a mind thing we're dealing with here. It's a spiritual journey we have to complete, and they can't do nothing about it. Bombs, lasers, nothing. You can't stop an idea whose time has come. And things have come full circle. And know that the white man is not God. Therefore, he cannot stop God. And that this is the will of God, or whatever the name you want to call divine intelligence. This is the will that's manifested in the world today. We must just come up and measure up and lift up to our divine calling. Excuse me. It's really good, huh? Right. I didn't say this, guys. I just wrote this down. Nobody else is standing up. You know what your divine calling is. Don't nobody, and I wrote like, how he talks. Don't nobody have to call or to tell you. No one has to tell you what your divine calling is. It's in your heart. You feel it every day. You might not be sure of what it is, and you might not be able to articulate it. But you know it's there in your gut, in your soul. You know that you're called for something better than this. We got soldiers in the streets not knowing who they have to fight. We have to call this army out, and we have to redirect them. The soldiers have come for this time. Do not let them make you scared of your own children. Redirect the army. That's what the soldiers are for. And that's where I stopped, because then he went off to this other thing. But that's where he literally stopped, his little speech.
Marcus Garvey, he's Jamaican.
Well, no. What Marcus Garvey has said was just that once we know our true and sovereign power, that know that our power is authority and absolute, it would only take 24 hours to take back control again.
Right.
But this was actually Reverend Shaka Musa
Right,
Barashango.
I was gonna say though, like Marcus Garvey, like we're talking about. I don't know if you know about the Rasta. It's a Jamaican with the dreadlocks, but some of them like they wrap it up. And,
Because their hair is sacred.
It is.
Yeah. So Marcus Garvey is one of the reason why they're there. Rasta, you know what I mean?
I don't.
So, but anyway, what the Rasta's trying to say is, like, everybody's God. We look at it like there's a guy in the sky with beard and hands and feet like us. That's watching over us.
Yeah.
That's not what it is, man. Just try to look in yourself
We
and
each
see
have the
what
own
you
power.
want, man.
Yeah.
Everybody are creators. You can, man, you can create what you want. If you can see it and taste it, man, and work hard to it, man, you can get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're creators. Just look
A lot of
inside.
people don't look
So,
inside, so they don't know that they can do that. You know, a lot of people are block that out, so they don't know that they have that power.
Yeah.
But each
Everybody
individual,
looking to someone else for the, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Gravitating towards the other for your own dream when you should just dream your own
Your
dream.
dreams
Yeah,
are
but you
within
know,
yourself, and you can make them reality just by looking within yourself.
Yeah, just because such and such got, just because this person got it, don't mean you have to.
And
No.
that's the other thing, you don't
Yeah.
compare yourself to anybody else
No.
because
Just do you, man.
you have to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of things that we tell our kids too, like, hey, like, so what, this person is saying this and that, whatever, so what, this person is saying they got this and that, they probably don't even got that, but don't even focus on that.
Yeah.
You focus on you as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that
Yeah,
goes
use
for
your
everybody.
strength.
You use
Like,
your,
whatever you're good at, just do you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just try to get it better and do what it is.
Yeah, I think
Just look within.
Yeah, I think that those other kids just jealous of you, so they just mad, you know. But, you know, but like I said, you know, just do you, you know, like they said, do you, you know, that's what we preach.
yeah, you focus on you. You drive in your own lane.
Mhm.
And you don't get in anybody else's,
Yeah.
and you don't let nobody come and take over yours.
Yeah.
And, you
And
just
don't be a
focus-
thief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't be a thief. You know,
Yeah.
you do shit the right way, like you're supposed to do. And if you need fucking help because you can't think straight, then that's what you need to go do. Get help, or just say you need help.
It's true. It's true. And you know, I think that's the cool part. I think we'll have to have like an episode on like the Rastafarian stuff because they're really like they don't just sit down and smoke weed all day, guys. You
No,
know,
they're really spiritual
Yeah,
people.
that's pretty.
And
Yeah.
they respect life.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
They don't.
And that's what pisses me off too, is that there's a lot of people who wear dreadlocks and don't even know the meaning of what it means or where it came from. You just associate it with, oh, they smoke all the time. Yeah, they smoke, but they also have a deeper religious side that they live by.
I wouldn't say religious.
Well, it's
spiritual
not
side.
really it's spiritual, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying this. It's a life that they follow, way more than just weed. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of, especially the younger generation, they just see, oh, if you have dreadlocks and whatever, and you're from Jamaica, you know, you're supposed to smoke weed. No, like, educate yourself. You know what I mean? Learn what it means. And when you wear dreadlocks, wear it with respect, because there is a time where people could not wear dreadlocks.
that's true. They would cut our braids.
Yeah,
they would cut our locks. You
Yeah,
know?
back home, man.
Yeah, like,
Bob
you
Marley
couldn't-
was the first dreadlocks. It was from way back.
Yeah.
But you couldn't. You have to go in the hills, man. Be in the hills
Yeah.
because if they see you, they're gonna try to cut it or lock
Yeah.
you up or something.
And all that
you know what I mean?
pretty boy dreadlocks.
So they fought. They
is
fought
not-
for. They
it's
fought
not
for a
it.
while, man, to get this thing going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know
And
what I
people
mean?
hear,
But,
I mean, people wear it, don't even know why they wear it. You know what I mean?
But they are spiritual, man. No life. They don't eat meat. No nothing. They don't wear nothing.
Yeah.
That's
it comes
from
from animal.
But that's
Right.
we're just talking about the Rastafarians, you know.
Yes.
We're not saying don't wear your hair long. Wear your hair long.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
hair
do
has
what-
power.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
hair has power.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Rastafarians
Yeah.
in general.
Just
That's the
respect it.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
respect.
learn how to respect it. Learn about it. If you're gonna represent it, and know about what you're representing.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's with everything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but it's all about life, man. It's look within.
Yeah.
Look within. Even the Bible and everything, that's what it's telling you about us. Look within.
Yeah.
You know,
It's true.
you can make it happen, and you know, you can be
Yeah,
happy.
because the Bible doesn't necessarily
Yeah, so-
mean live your life word by word of what it's saying. It's saying read me and interpret me how it fits into your life.
Yeah.
Mm.
Without hurting yourself or
without
others.
hurting
Right.
yourself
Yeah.
or others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think people just read the words and they say, "Oh, God said this, and that's what I'm gonna do." But really and truly, He's saying something, but it interprets different to me, to you, you and you. You know what I mean? So we're gonna live it differently.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it's right that somebody say, "Oh, well, this is what it means, and we all must live by it." No, because what
Yeah.
it means to you could mean something different to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And people could read. We already know. You know, like that telephone game. It starts. You start saying one thing here, and then
And it
the last
changes.
person
Yeah,
says
it's a
something
way
else.
different thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. The way you know, like the way when I read this little speech right now, you saw it different than him, and him saw it different than me. You know, we all, and you reacted different than me when I first heard him say that. I literally like cried. I was like, oh my God, that's all it is, taking your power back. And you know, but you know, when you think you're powerless, it feels amazing to hear someone tell you, no, take your power back. We are so powerful.
Yeah.
The
And I
browner, the more powerful.
I think
I'm a
it's because
Yeah.
I don't want to get spiritual, but I think we're always on the go, man, and we have no time to like just sit back and just meditate, just think about, you know what I mean? Just
Marinate
come from,
that.
yeah, man, it's from within, like sit and meditate for a little bit.
Meditation
I
I
mean,
think is good. You
look
should
at 30
meditate,
minutes.
Yeah.
We're always going, oh, work this, work that, have to go over here, go, you know, put gas in the car, come back home, have to cook and get the kids, you know what I mean? And keep on going, it's a cycle, right?
Yeah.
And there's no time to just sit back and just look within.
And that's why people have breakdowns, I think.
Yeah.
That a lot of people just break down. You know what I mean? Like when they get to a certain point, because you need to take 5-10 minutes to yourself. You know, just woosah.
Just
You know
whoosah
what I
a
mean?
little bit. Yeah.
And then get your shit together and then go back and tackle whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And then it's true, I mean, it's totally drawing back to, like, the theft thing, you know? Like, you better, like, just, why don't you just put away for it? Or, you know, just not say USA before you have to pay, and I'm gonna go there, but, like, and before you have to pay Uncle Sam. You know what I mean? I don't think that rhymed, but I don't give a fuck. You need to know that it's better for you to control yourself than to, because you're just money for the police. You're money to the judicial system. You're just money to them. You're a fucking number and a registration tag if you have a certificate and you're lucky to fall underneath our fucking laws and shit.
Yeah.
They only do what we do because we're signed up to it. You know what I mean? But don't break laws. Don't break, is what I'm saying. I'm getting into a whole conspiracy. But like, what I'm saying is like, don't break laws. Don't break laws. And you won't have to pay these fucks. This shit is not cheap. Nope. They make you pay restitution when they find your ass. You are not going to be that kid that got away all the time. You know?
It's so true. You're gonna get caught sometime.
Yeah. We hope you get caught and you learn a lesson. Sorry, does that make you feel scared to steal again? I hope you don't. You know? We want to encourage you to do good. You know, I want
think it's just
things,
funny.
but I don't steal.
I think it's just funny when people steal. You give your own self away. You know what I mean? Like your whole body demeanor, the way you move in the store. You think you're so slick. I see it a lot. It's like, bro, I see you over there.
Yeah.
You know, trying to be sneaky.
Wow.
Like, and it's just crazy. But these people don't think that way. They think, oh, I'm the slickest thief in the world. I can steal anything and never get caught. I mean, you probably have been caught, but people won't say anything.
Yeah.
I think my thing is like you know, that's a big corporate, you know, like a big company like Walmart. I'm talking about the ones that steal from like breaking my car and take my amp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I steal my truck. You know what I mean?
Like
Something
the
like that.
whole
Like
shit.
for my own brother and sister, man, you know it's hard to get what you get, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's embarrassing. Don't be stealing from
Yeah, so you know, stuff like that is like
Because you don't know what he did to get what he
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And what if
Come
he
from
spent
far,
the last
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
the last of his money buying something that he
Yeah.
really works super hard for? And then here your dumbass comes, just stealing it and taking it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
Or think about it, dude, like karma. Like,
That too, man.
what if
Yeah.
you're stealing now, right? Your life is like steal. You're like, oh, I like the life of theft. Okay, okay, fool, be that way. But like, look,
It's coming back.
later on, it's gonna come back
Yeah,
on
it's
you
coming
when you
back.
least expect it. They're boom, they're gonna hit. When you think life is going good, they're going
Yeah.
bam, bam.
Yeah.
Like some scammer stole 50, 100 million from you.
That's
Yeah.
karma.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Karma.
Dre always says, right?
Yeah.
Like bad karma hits them, but then good karma comes back and hits you as the victim because now
Oh,
you're
yeah.
now you're double blessed with something else, something better that somebody stole from you or took away, and now karma's gonna come back and get them, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
so it goes in a circle. It goes
Yeah.
round and round.
Yeah.
So
You know, I've had to pay back for every time I was a criminal and I did like thiefy things.
Yeah.
You know, every time I like thought I got away with shit, I'm like, nope. Karma met me. You know, karma was like, what's up? Remember that one time?
yeah.
Yeah, payback.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. You know, that's why I don't do criminal shit anymore. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna fucking rat myself out. I'm just saying, I don't do any criminal shit anymore. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta retire from that shit.
Oh yeah, you know, that's for
You're too
baby
old.
kids.
You're too
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Like, when you reach a certain age, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Roaming the streets, stealing people's hard-working items.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're just too old for that shit already.
Some people out there teaching their kids that shit too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
It's
I
a
always
cycle,
tell,
man.
I always tell
Yeah.
Dre this.
Cycle.
Your kids act towards others, and their actions of life are based off how you raise them.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty
So,
much.
like, how you raise your kids is very important. So, just think about that next time you're teaching your children dumbass shit, you know?
Yeah.
Or trying to be their best fucking friend.
Yeah.
Like, you're not doing them any good.
Yeah.
I got my ass beat. You know what I mean? Like, I did dumb shit, I got my ass beat. And I got grounded, and it didn't hurt nobody. You know? It teaches your kids how to be respectful and responsible. And a lot of times nowadays, kids don't even have to work for anything that they have.
That's true, man. Give them a chore list. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Don't just give kids it for free.
Yeah.
Nobody gets it for free.
You're teaching them nothing out of life. Like, they're gonna grow up and think that everything is supposed to be given to them. You need to work for that shit. Like, you want this game? I'll buy it for you, but what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
To wash my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't come free. We don't have a fucking money tree in the backyard to buy this shit. Like, it's hard work.
Yeah.
So, and they
Yep.
need to learn that.
Yeah. I
So-
hear that. It's true. And then just having that character and never, you know what I mean? Don't idolize, like, you know, don't sit there and just watch like thief-ass movies. They're gonna think like, oh, that's how I draw my parents' attention, or that's how I draw whatever attention. Oh, I want to be famous like the person on TV stealing. You know, they have that sort of mentality. They're so young. But that turns into like a life want. You know what I mean? Like, I remember being a kid, I'm like, ooh, I like that. And as I grew older, I try to become that person. Not become that person, but like say like, oh, I love those
Intimidate,
attributes.
like, or not intimidate,
Yeah,
but,
like
what do you call it?
copy them, mimic them,
Yeah,
because I said,
yeah.
wow, that they look like a successful adult, so let me do stuff like that. Like
Right.
being an athlete. I'm not the fittest bitch, you know. I'm not the fit, but you know that doesn't mean that I don't care for my heart. And I learned that from watching other athletes, just regular folks that can't get enough exercise, and in turn they're just their health. It doesn't mean that like bad shit doesn't happen. I'm saying that injuries happen. That's what I'm talking about, bad shit. But like, you know, you must give your heart a workout too, and your brain and your intuition. You know what I mean? Keep that shit agile. This is a precious gift. It's, you know, and when you like steal, that's thievery too. You're not, you know what I mean? When you steal, that's just like moving away from your tribe. You know.
Yeah.
We celebrate you as a person, and your intelligence can go further than that. You know,
Yeah. Let's all work together.
it's true. It's true.
And stop, like, you know, just being negative towards people.
Yeah.
You know, and what they're doing. You know, why are you gonna tell somebody, oh, they can't be successful or they can't reach that goal, or
Yeah.
you know what? Or I'm not gonna support them because I don't want to see them succeed.
I know, that's
Like, you know, like you're just
You're
they're gonna succeed regardless.
Yeah.
Whether you know, and now you look like a dumbass because they're over here succeeding and you're over here hating. So,
Always congratulate people.
Yeah.
Because in the long run, you want congratulators. No matter if you really feel like, man, that person, you know, one day somebody that denied money to Jeff, what is this, the Amazon guy, guys, it wasn't just him saving millions of dollars to make a fully successful company that makes like $1 trillion a week. It wasn't just him. He had an idea and he went to like 12, 14, whatever, how many investors, and some of them said no, and they lost out. You know what I mean? So you never know. I'm not saying it's all meant to be the same Amazon. We're all meant to be the next Amazon. I'm saying we are all capable of funneling in this great amount of money like he did. You know, there's people making trillions of dollars a day. There's no reason why your amount can't be made.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's true.
don't thief. It's better to get your smarts together.
Educate yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, tap into it, man. You
You
can
know.
do something to it, man.
Yeah.
You get your own the
And
right
even
way,
if you
know?
don't want to be that person to work for yourself, right? Because there's people out there
It's okay.
that don't want to do it. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
But be the best you and be the best supportive you to your coworkers and the job that you work and anybody that you see. Like, you know what I mean? I always say this, like, you know, if you are genuinely come to me and you talk to me like a real person, then that's all I ask. But when people come to me and they talk to me like I'm not nothing, or like, oh, you know, I don't want to talk to you, I want to talk to this person, or whatever the case is, because you think I don't have any knowledge of a situation, or whatever the case may be, like, that's when I have an issue with somebody. Like, don't treat me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you shouldn't treat anybody like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's something I work on personally, like, because I'm very aggressive when it comes that way. Like, bitch, don't approach me like that, because I'm about to approach you harder. You know what I mean? And I'm not afraid to get in someone's face. That's the problem that I have. Like, you know what I mean? So for me, like, when I talk to people, I really have to check myself and be like, you know what, maybe this person doesn't know better or whatever. But so it's a work in progress for me. I'm getting better.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm getting
every day.
better at the situation, but there's a there's a
There's our
reason.
director.
I know. There's a reason why Dre calls me a pit bull. Like, and I because I'm very aggressive and he's very like, okay, let's just cool, let's just relax, you know, and I'm not, sometimes I'm even telling him, what the fuck do you mean? Like, no, like, you know, like, but I'm coming to that, like, you know, woo-saw time in my life where, like, especially because I have young boys, I don't want them to see, like, damn, my mom just went off on this person. It's okay for me to do it. So for me, I want to be able to show them better, and I always tell them this too. Like, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me. And in order for me to make that happen, I have to kind of check myself in certain situations. And if I do explode on somebody, I make sure that my kids aren't around, because I just don't want them to see that side of me.
Yeah.
You know? So, but it's very rare now that I'm older. I think I can kind of like, okay, I don't have time for you. If you say, you know, 2 + 2 is 5, great, peace out.
Yeah.
You know? So I think I'm there, but I don't take bullshit from nobody, and I get that from the way I was raised.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And your kids are gonna be their own defense. It's not to say that just because you teach it, they always see the pretty side of you. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
one day they might have to use that defense skill, and it'll come out naturally, just like you.
Yeah.
You know, you only use it when necessary, and you try not to influence your kids with it. or manipulating situations in front of your children.
Yeah.
Because some people will fight. Oh, I hate your I hate that you're the parent, you know. And the children is like, yes,
Like,
me
listen
too.
to me. If you're gonna
You know?
come at me and you want to fight, I am gonna fight you. I swear to God, I'm gonna fight you. And I don't care if you beat my ass, but I'm gonna make sure
Put a little nigga in the
that
head.
I'm gonna fight you. Because I'm not a punk. I'm not gonna back down from nobody.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So even if you do beat my ass, trust me when I say, like, I'm not
You
gonna,
won't.
yeah, like, I'm not gonna go down
Yeah.
without a fight.
Oh yeah. Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's just, you know, I think that's with everybody. I think everybody kind of has a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
But it takes more. Like for Dre, it takes more to get there. Me, I'm like, come on, hurry up, like, you
Yeah.
know, like. But for me, I need to bring myself back,
Yeah.
and Dre needs to bring himself forward. Like,
That's all right. That's all right. That's why you guys make a great pair. It's okay.
You know, and I know Irma and Greg stay like that too, and
Yeah.
so like, you know, like I said,
Me too.
Sorry, keep the peace.
Yeah.
we try to keep the peace as much as possible, but we can only keep the peace so much. And then if you're aggressive and you don't want to keep the peace, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That energy might get matched.
Yeah, and don't let nobody thieve your time with arguments.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
true.
Like they're just like, oh, I have nothing to do for 20 minutes. Let me argue. You know, that's how some people are. Watch out for the thieves of time.
I used to do that too. Like people used to argue with me, and I used to go back and forth, and now I'm just like, you know what? Now I see you're just all mouth, and all you're doing is running it. So just get the fuck away from my
Right.
face.
You speak about time, right? I think time sometimes too. Sometimes people don't like enjoy the now.
Right.
Yeah.
Most time people like next week already.
Yeah.
Next week
Oh,
Wednesday. so
Tuesday
I
I'm gonna do
wait.
this.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
wait
It's,
till
it's
Yeah.
going
Don't
down.
you know what I mean?
Down. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like now is the important thing, man. I think time messes with us sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to enjoy right now. That's what's
Exactly.
happening right now.
Yeah.
Whoever it, if you love someone, tell them.
Right now,
Tell
yeah.
them right now. Not-
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because anything could happen. Oh man, you know what? I wish I'd tell him I love him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I wish. Yeah.
Life
Something
is
like that,
short.
man.
Life
Yeah,
is
man,
fucking
so-
short.
It's
Yeah.
like I always tell Jay, right? Like, bro, if you get mad at me, like, don't leave. Don't start an argument. I want you to grab me and hug me, touch me, feel that emotion. Like, know that you're feeling that love come from my body.
So special.
You know what I
all-
mean?
that's all
And then
right.
like you just, and then once you feel that love from somebody, like you start coming down from all your anger and your hateness and all that stuff. Bro, like don't be mad. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be mad because I did something to you or I said something you didn't like or whatever the case may be. Bro, grab me, touch my hand, grab me, hold my chest like close to your chest and feel that like love that I have pouring from my body touch your body and that calmness, let it bring that calmness, my calmness, let it bring your anger down so that you can come down to my level and then we can talk. You know what I mean? But when you're just angry, you do things that you later on regret.
You will probably regret it.
You know what I mean? And
You
so
know?
I think a lot of people need to do that more. Like,
Yeah.
bro, don't be mad. Look, you know, come here, give me a hug. Or let's sit down together. Let's woosah for a moment and then we can talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know how many times I have to self-soothe, you know?
Yeah, but don't leave each other. I think that's stupid. I think you make dumb mistakes when you leave each other's sight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
be mad at each other and learn how to heal each other next to each other. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
So that way you can feel each other's energy. Because I'm big on energy. Big. Like, Dre will tell you, like, my energy is not the same as yours. So let my energy calm you down from your madness. You know? And vice versa. I'm mad as hell. But come,
That's awesome.
instead of walking away, come to me and calm me down with your energy.
You know?
You know?
Yeah, we encourage you to do that, you know, to each other, help each other calm down. Or if your friend wants to be like a thief or do some criminal activity, conspiracy can get you into jail too, you know. Just don't do it. Just say no. If your friend's about to fight someone, just help them say no and like go relieve it, the stress, go run it off. Maybe somebody just needs to exercise.
It's not worth it at the end.
You have to bust out with your video camera
Everybody's gonna believe that you saw it.
Yeah,
You need to
it's
record
not even that
it.
serious.
Yeah. So.
But y'all stay safe out there too.
Yes.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
For real.
We encourage you to like leave people's stuff alone. Respect everybody's. Even if you see an open car and you see like the latest version of Beats, and there's like $1,000 in the passenger seat, it
It's
could
not
be a
yours.
it could be a bait car, but it's not yours.
Yeah.
Don't take it. Have
Yeah.
integrity.
Keep in mind you may be robbing the wrong person.
That too.
Yeah, could be an undercover,
Yeah.
a stain car. I've
Yep.
seen that shit.
Yeah, that and give some extra shit.
They might be coming out of the 7-Eleven. They're coming out, but they already saw you.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna chase you down. They're gonna come get you later. You know.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, just have some integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah. We love you guys. Thank you so much
Stay
for being
safe.
with us. Don't be a thief. Be a creative person.
Be a lover, not
Lift up. Lift up.
Yeah. Lift your head up high and get out of the criminal vibe.
a walk with pride.
Exactly.
Walk with pride.
Exactly.
And confidence.
Exactly. With integrity.
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 All of that.
Look inside.
From your
You know,
favorite
sometimes-
foursome.
Yeah. We love hanging out with you guys. We're gonna break though because you gotta go back to your wind and we do too. And our director's over here like, come on, come on,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
You know. And so we're done, guys. We
Peace
love you so much.
out.
Alright.
Assholes out. Oh my God, that was terrible. Why did I say that? Bye, guys.
Alright.